Hey there, this is Pat Munsey with the Kokomo Lantern, and I'm back with another candidate for Kokomo Common Council. We're covering the contested races that will be on the ballot in November, and with me today is Tom Miklik, who is running for the Kokomo Common Council at large. He previously was the 6th district and currently is the 6th district councilman, but is now running at large. Tom, thanks for joining us today. And if you don't mind, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm proud to say that I've lived in this town 52 years and raised my family here. And my son and two daughters, twin daughters, all were raised here, and I've got 9 grandkids. But my wife and I live over on the west side, 6th district. She was a school teacher, and I taught school for a little bit, sold real estate a little bit, and then I worked at Delphi. So working at Delphi, I've had an opportunity to see the world. And then when I retired, I taught a little bit at Purdue Polytechnic. And one of my assignments at Purdue Polytechnic was to help the students understand globally what the world's all about.
Sure.
And so they asked me to share with the students, Purdue did, and at the time, I started counting the number of countries I'd been to and continents. And I've missed 2 continents. I haven't been to the Antarctic and I haven't been to Australia. I've hit the rest of them. And I've been to 32 different countries. So I have been blessed to be able to see a world outside of Kokomo. It's funny, we have Korea here. First time I went to Korea, I ended up running around LG headquarters downtown Seoul with a gentleman from Korea that didn't speak English, and I didn't speak Korean, but we had a good time. My wife and I have raised 3 children here. She was a school teacher, and we have one daughter who lives here, Kelly. She's works for Kokomo Center Schools, and I have 2 grandsons here. So we've been very blessed. I have 4 girls in Washington, Illinois. My son's an engineer. And then I have a daughter in Evansville, and she has 3, one at Purdue, one at Western Kentucky, and then one at home still. So we're pretty blessed to be on the road a lot, watching ball games and supporting the family. So, yeah.
Now, you are currently in your 4th term as a city councilman, and you're seeking a 5th.
I am.
Why are you seeking re-election at this time?
Well, Ralph Baer made me do it.
Oh my.
I took Ralph Baer's place at the 6th district. And when we sat down and Ralph, well, the first time I told Ralph I wanted to run, he said, no, over my dead body. So I waited 4 years and I ran again. He goes, hey, I'm ready to give it up. I said, okay. He said, you know what, you're young enough, you might even get 4 more years than I did. And I went, really? He says, yeah, you might get 4 terms. Yeah, 16 years. And I went, okay, maybe I will. It really worked out for me pretty well. I had 8 years on the Kokomo School Board, and then I had these 4 terms, 12 years with the City Council. And Crystal wanted to run in my district, and I thought it was time to broaden my base and run for at-large. And I thought, okay, I'll run at large. Crystal can run for the 6th district, and hopefully we'll all get elected. We don't know. So we're going to work at it and see if we can't get the voters to elect us again.
Very good. So, if elected for your 5th term, what do you hope to accomplish in those 4 years?
You know, that's a good question. And I think collectively as a party and as a council that can talk to each other and get along and work together, we can be very supportive of the initiatives for the city. We have gotten some very big projects going, pretty tight-fisted. I don't like to borrow money, and I'm pretty much a cash, pay-as-you-go kind of guy.
Sure.
Borrowing money just means you're obligated to somebody else. And I like to have the latitude to run the city, or at least help support the city, unencumbered. That makes sense.
Sure.
So what I want to try and accomplish is to keep us solvent, develop us, help us grow culturally, help us understand the world outside of Kokomo, and whether we planned it this way or not, the outside world's coming to Kokomo. The world is much bigger than where we are. And I told Mike Carson this morning in bike class, we have to be patient and we have to be able to change culturally and understand that. And I looked at Mike, I said, Mike, you understand that, don't you? And he goes, yeah, because Mike's from Hammond High School. And I grew up not very far from there. So Mike and I are a couple of region rats.
Gotcha.
You know, but I managed to outlive it, survive it, and move to Kokomo and live here my entire life.
Sure.
So with that said, I want to be part of the growth.
Okay, and so that was Tom Miklik. He's running for Kokomo Common Council at large this fall. He'll be on the ballot in November. Please stay tuned. We'll have more interviews with council candidates coming up soon.